Now that you've completed the pre-assessment with students, you can start to teach the lessons. Just as a refresher, you can choose the grade level by clicking on the blue drop-down menu in the top left corner. To access the lessons, you're going to click on the Lessons tab on the blue menu. Each grade level will have 3 lessons. All of them are set up in an identical fashion. So for the sake of this tutorial, we are going to look at Lesson 1. Once you click on the Lesson 1 tab, you'll see that there are 3 separate sections. The first is the Lesson Intro section. In the Lesson Intro, you're going to see a preview of what is going to be taught. In this case, students are going to learn that goods and services can be traded for currency. You're also going to get a preview of the learning objectives that are going to be hit. Finally, you'll also see a materials checklist. For this lesson, you'll see that no materials are required. However, if we flip to Lesson 3, you'll see that there's a game for the students to play. Now, if we go back to Lesson 1, we can scroll down to the lesson overview. As you see here, you can easily print a PDF version of the lesson for your own records. Each lesson consists of animated video content and interactive games, and what you'll see below is a walkthrough of the curriculum covered in the lesson, along with suggested talking points for each section of the lesson. So this lesson will start with a video. Then there's time for a class discussion, then a class interactive, and so on and so forth. Now, let's go ahead and enter the lesson. You can do this by clicking the blue button in the top right corner. This is best done if you have a smartboard or a projector. This is meant to be teacher-led, and students will be engaged in content through the instruction of the teacher. When you're ready, go ahead and tap or press the spacebar to begin.
Oh, hello there. How are you today? Well, I actually can't hear what you're saying, but I thought it was polite to ask. I'm your narrator for today. That means I'm going to tell a tale.
So, that's our introduction video. To move between the different sections of the lesson, you can click the white arrows on this black bar. So next is a class discussion. Again, those talking points are provided. Then next.
Let's see how well you can tell goods and services apart. Let's say Joel teaches Olivia how to breakdance. And in return, Olivia gives Joel a piece of chocolate. Which one is a good? Which is a service?
So, as you see, this is an interactive. As a class, you're going to drag and drop each item. So, this is a good, and this is a service.
Correct! If you buy a rake, and then use the rake to clear up some leaves on a sidewalk, which is a good, and which is a service?
So, you can continue to do this, or you can have a student come up and do it with you. When you're ready to move on to the next section, click the next arrow.
Let's take another look at the list. If you think something is a good, drag it over here. If you think it's a service, drag it here.
So, this is another game.
I couldn't have done it without you. Now that I know this, I can go buy my goods and services and stop this pesky Blackbeard from stealing all our ships.
So, there's another example of one of the videos. Again, this is all done with the students. It's very engaging, and the characters are very silly and fun. The students really enjoy working with them to learn these concepts. Next, there's another class discussion. Remember, talking points are provided, and that is essentially the end of the lesson. You can click and it will bring you back to the teacher area. That is how each of the lessons are modeled. So, another thing I would like to point out is the homework component. This is an extension activity that students can complete at home with their parents. What you'll see here is that students can download the app called Zapper. If students open the Zapper app and scan the code, they'll get to see a little bonus video. However, the app is not required for them to complete the homework. It's simply another way to engage the students. You'll see that these videos are also available on this page as well. So, you have the option to show these videos in class as well. Homework is a great addition to solidify what they learned during the lessons. So, in conclusion, this is a basic outline for the lessons in martPath.